Okay, so I have my sourdough starter and I just got it today. So this is my first time doing this. I've never done this before. Um, it was given to me already started. So what that means is I don't have to take the full week to have it started. When you get a kit that is not started from the store, which by the way are not that easy to find, if you're trying to shop local, I found that out, at least around here. Um, it does take a week for you to start it from the kit. It has all the stuff you need, but once it's started, this stuff can go forever. And I'm talking like forever. Like thousands of years, I guess people have had theirs going. I don't know how long mine has been going. I forgot to ask. So this was given to me already started. So this is a quarter cup. That's all you need. And this is what it looks like. It looks a little bit like a heavy cream almost. It smells like a flour yeast mixture, which is kind of what it is. All you're going to do is put your starter in a jar. So I have my jar here. And then I'm going to do the refrigerator method. There's another method where if you leave it on your counter at room temperature, you have to feed it every day or every other day. The advantage to doing that is you don't have to wait for it to come to room temperature to use it or to feed it. So when you take it out of the refrigerator, if you do that method, which is what I'm going to be doing, you have to let it warm up first and then you add your stuff to feed it. If you bake with it, you do more than likely want to have it come to room temperature first, but you do not have to. From what I'm reading, again, I'm not an expert, this is my first time, but from what I've researched and what I've read about it, it just takes longer to proof the dough, okay? So that's why some people just leave it on their counters. Also, if you're one of those that forget about things and it's right in your face, maybe that's another reason for you to keep it on the counter. But I'm going to do mine in the refrigerator because if you do the refrigerator method, you only have to feed it once a week. So today's Tuesday. I'm just getting home from the day. I got it about noon today, and it was fine sitting at basically room temperature in my car all day because he wasn't blasting, so it should be fine. So here's my starter. It's in the jar that I'm going to be using. And then I have everything pre-measured. This is a quarter cup of lukewarm water. You're going to want lukewarm water. So that's why I pre-measured it so that I could get it to the temperature. You just dump that in there. And then a quarter cup of unbleached flour. Now I have read you can use, oh, look, I'm spilling it. You can use rye and unbleached mixture, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have rye flour. So I'm just using unbleached. Now the key is that it's unbleached white flour, okay? And I have heard of people using other kinds of flour and it's just not turning out. So I'm going to grab a spoon here. I was going to use my scraper, but it just probably won't fit down in there. You just give it a good stir. Stir it up. And it's going to thicken up because there is now flour in the mixture. So I just want to make sure it's all mixed together. Nobody really says how much to mix it. I don't think it matters so much. I think you just want to make sure it's combined. I'm making sure there's not any huge clumps left. And that's it. So now what I'm going to do, it's a little bit sticky. What I'm going to do is cover it. You want to make sure that it's covered with my lid. And I'm going to refrigerate it for a week. So it's a little bit up the side of the jar, but you see now if I wiggle it a little bit, you can see where there comes to about right here. So from what I've read, it's just, and what she told me that she does is just a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you have a 1/4 cup of starter or a 1/2 cup of starter, that's what you mix in lukewarm water and unbleached flour. So I did a 1/4 cup starter, 1/4 cup unbleached flour, 1/4 cup lukewarm water. Mix it together in a jar. You will make sure your jar is always clean. You can keep it in the same jar for quite a while, but once it starts getting crusty and gross looking, you're going to want to change it out and put it into a new jar. We're going to go through the process at next week when we feed it again. So what's going to happen is it's going to rise, like, I don't know, and get kind of bubbly, I guess. It might look a little gray with a yellowish on top. Hopefully that's the goal. And that's when you know you can take it out and you can use it. So I have requests to actually make some sourdough bread with it. I want to try to do other things. So hopefully we're successful with that. But that's my goal, is to keep this guy around for a long time and just keep reusing it. So stay tuned, because when we go to feed it this next week, I'm going to try to keep it on a consistent schedule on Tuesdays. I was hoping to do Fridays, but I'm not sure if I should push my luck, especially my first time doing this. So we're going to try to come back Tuesday, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then hopefully it's what we need it to be, and we can feed it again. And I'll show you how to do that and how to maintain this to be able to use it over and over, but to also be able to bake with it, or to pull some out and give it to someone else. So we'll go over all that next time.